Hi everybody. Okay. So I gotta say two things. Um, I didn't really plan the timing of the video, so that's just pure accident. But I'm kind of glad it's late night because I might curse. So I'm warning you. You gotta be 18 years or older to watch this. And if you're not 18 or older, then you're forewarned. Um, okay. So, all right. I gotta go with what we've been seeing on screen. And then I'm gonna go with my thoughts after that. Because I think it could go a myriad of directions. But let's start with what's actually going on. All right. So, okay. I call. Okay. First thing I have to say is I called this. And what I'm talking about here is the engagement of Paris and Thomas. Now, I told you guys it's not going to work out, it's not going to last. Well, I think I heard that Diamond White, who plays Paris, is giving up acting for her music career, which means she's not going to be there. So that means that no matter how much they think they're going to get married, something is going to happen and they're not going to get married. I don't know what the something is, but I told you guys the road to the altar was a little too smooth to go so well. I said that. Okay, now, number two. Uh, in a twisted storyline, Thomas proposed to Hope even though he's engaged to Paris. And I say engaged to Paris because Paris is wearing a huge diamond rock. Okay? So your question would be why when he proposed to Hope when he's already engaged to Paris, right? To prove that she was gonna say no. And to kind of rub it in her face and say, I knew you were gonna say no, so that's why I moved on with Paris. Now, for me, being the soap fan that I am, was like a knife in the heart because I'm like, okay, first of all, it's not necessary. Number two, okay, so you're already like she's down, so you kick her when she's down, and you're Thomas, and I'm like your champion. I'm saying, right for Thomas, have Thomas back, have Matthew Atkinson back, please, and then you go and do this to Hope. Now, I know these are fictional characters. However, there are some people in real life who would do this to somebody, and it's not cool. Okay? Um, Number two, I have a problem with some of the dialogue today because Brooke was trying to have an uplifting conversation with her daughter and tell her that she can get over Thomas and that she's a good woman and someone's going to want her. Okay? That's all well and good. And then she goes into the okay, honey, I know you want to move on with somebody, but it cannot be Finn for so many reasons. And then Hope, meaning somebody had to write these words for Hope to say. She says, oh, don't worry, Mom. You know I'm not a homewrecker. Okay, okay. Why do you need to use the word? Why do you need to use the inference that if she does something that's not becoming of Hope, then she has to be like her mother? What's like her mother? Was her mother like a, I don't know, had a lot of boyfriends, slept with a lot of people? I don't know. What is this like her mother stuff? And why do you have to use the word homewrecker? I don't get it. And she says, don't worry, I'm not going to be a homewrecker. Okay, so let me get this straight. You write Hope, this great character you love, right? Because you're always using the word Hope, the name Hope. So you write her to be good girl. And because she's a good girl, means that if she does anything even slightly bad, then it's a bad girl. But no, not exactly, because she does things and it's like, oh, Hope is just taking a walk on the wild side, you know, but she would never really do that because she's Hope. Get real. Okay? Nobody is that good. And if somebody is that good, then there's something underneath that because nobody is that good. And besides which, I wouldn't want to be around somebody that good because it makes you feel bad. Like he couldn't be that good. So, wow. I must be bad because I can't hold up to that standard. So, just it's asinine. It's stupid and it's completely insane. No one can live up to those standards. Meanwhile, Steffi can be bad all day and talk about people behind their back and say stuff that you should never say about somebody. And it's okay because it's Steffi. No, that's a double standard. And if it was a man doing it to a woman, it would be a double standard. And so, yes, females, women can have double standards too. And it's a double standard. And I don't like it. Because you're equating someone's worth according to how they behave, how they act. That's not right. It's not right. And plus, it takes two people to do something. So if Hope wants to do something, but then say Finn doesn't want to do anything, then nothing's going to happen. So don't put it on Hope. Don't put it on Finn. Put them on both of them. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. And then also, it's kind of funny. Like I know that oh, well, wait a second. I talked about this before about how they were talking about a mystery storyline coming up soon. Okay, well there could be two mysteries in one because if Bill is not Luna's father, then that would explain why there's a lab technician coming. Also, if they still don't know what happened to Tom Starr, that could be another reason for the lab technician to test what's in the drink and to see what it is. And it's a clear powder, like, you know. Okay, so that would mean you'd have to do testing to make sure it's not something illegal or something, right? So then maybe they'll figure out it's the like I don't know like I'm trying to figure out the right word, but like a drug that you don't know is there because it's invisible and you don't know that you've taken it until you feel the side effects. Like Well, I don't know the correct term, but I've heard roofies, something like that. Okay? I think it might be that. Because, um, somebody, like, the clear point of this, at least this storyline, is somebody wanted this character gone. And so the question is, who and why? So then you have to go through your list of suspects pool and then try to line up their possible motivation for doing that. And then that might point into who it is. But you have to know what it is to begin with. Because then you could also do another tree or another, like a graph of, like, okay, so the drug is whatever, okay? And then if you know somebody that has that or is familiar with that, then bingo, you're closer to who did it. So it is going to be a twisted web. Um, all right. Sorry if I got a little heated some point there. All right. Bye, guys.